What if the war was over, but pain still lived in quiet places of prayer and snow? Hi, my name is Mathilde. I am a French Red Cross doctor, and this is my story. I arrived in Poland in December 1945. The war was said to be over, but nothing truly felt finished. It all began with Sister Teresa. She was very young, with restless eyes. Later, she told me that during evening prayers, she heard a sound, a low cry coming from far away. She tried to ignore it, but she could not. After the prayers ended, she slipped out into the cold without permission and walked across the snowy fields. When she reached a small village, her shoes were wet and her feet frozen. Children gathered around her. One older boy said he would help her find a doctor if she gave him money. She agreed. He took her to a hospital full of injured soldiers. Doctors were tired and angry. No one had time. One doctor turned away from her without listening. Then she found me. I was a French Red Cross doctor. I was exhausted, not just in my body, but in my heart. When Teresa asked for help, I said no. I told her the hospital was only for French patients. I told myself I had no choice. I walked her outside and lit a cigarette. Later that night, after a long operation, I stood by a window and smoked. That was when I saw her again. She was kneeling in the snow, praying in front of the hospital. She did not move. She did not cry. Something inside me broke. I put out my cigarette and went to her. That night, we went back to the convent together. The sound came from a woman hidden away. She had been sent away by her family. She was pregnant and in great pain. The nuns did not know how to help her. When I examined her, I saw the baby was coming feet first. This was very dangerous. There was little light and almost no tools. I gave her medicine to sleep and worked carefully in the dark. When the baby cried, it felt like a small miracle. I told Sister Maria I would come back the next day. She hesitated, but she agreed. I did not sleep much. At the hospital, I was scolded for being late. Samuel, the head surgeon, told me to rest. I slept deeply. At the convent, Teresa was punished for leaving. She was locked in her room for a week and ordered to stay silent. When I returned, I learned the truth. One nun fainted in the hallway. When I helped her, I saw she was pregnant. The abbess told me what had happened. Russian soldiers had entered the convent. 6 nuns were pregnant. I offered to bring help. The abbess refused. She said the nuns would be rejected and left with nothing. I said I would report this. She agreed, but only if I helped alone. That night, I drank with Samuel. We talked about our families. His parents had died in a camp. We danced. We slept together, not from love, but from loneliness. The days passed in silence and shame. One night, soldiers stopped me on the road. They laughed and scared me. An officer stopped them and sent me away. I was shaking when I returned to the convent. Maria helped me to a room. When she left, I cried until I fell asleep. The next morning, the nuns sang again. Soldiers came to inspect the convent. I lied and said there was sickness. They left. Later, I learned the abbess and Maria had also been harmed. Maria said she was lucky because she was not a virgin anymore. I had no words. Babies were born. Some nuns didn't even know they were pregnant. One baby was born quietly. Maria wanted to send the baby away. I stopped her and found another nun to feed the child. The abbess took the babies. She said it was mercy. I did not understand until later. I went to tell a woman about her niece. The woman said there was no baby. Then I knew. The abbess had taken the babies away and left them to die. I confronted her. She asked me to leave. Later, another baby was born. I held the child, knowing what might happen. When the Red Cross prepared to leave, Maria came to me carrying babies. I had an idea. If the convent took in orphan children, no one would question the babies. The nuns could raise them safely. When we brought the children into the room, everything changed. Mothers took their babies. The abbess stayed silent. At last, she confessed and left. Months later, the convent was full of noise and laughter. Children ran through the halls. People came to adopt. Life returned. I received a letter from Maria with a photo of the nuns holding the babies. I cried when I saw it, not because the pain was gone, but because it did not win.